So hi everybody and welcome back to the C++ tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 233, and in this video I wanted to normally continue with our exercise, but there is one more interesting topic which I have to include in this series, which is again talking about the IDE. It is very important that you learn your IDE a little bit better while we are programming, because you will only get better if you can use your IDE very well as well. What I mean with using an IDE very well, first of all, of course, you have to watch tutorials about your IDE, which one you use. In my case, I use still Windows Visual Studio 2019, which is old. There is already a 2022 out, but important is there are, for example, shortcuts. If you know these shortcuts, you will work faster. For example, in my case, you can see I have here this code. This is our exercise, but this exercise becomes big and big and big, and all the code is not collapsed. So now it's very nice if you know the shortcut to collapse the code, right? If you know it, Control M-O, then it's nice. That was it not. Now again, Control M-O. Now it worked. And you can see now I collapsed the code, the whole code, and it's very easy to select something. And of course, it's very important that you, when you are using something like that, that you also know how to uncollapse it, Control M, P, for example, and so on. So how we can learn this kind of stuff? There are different ways. Of course, you have to use the search machine, and then you find it on the web, and then you will see the shortcuts. And in my case, I found it already on the web. For example, I found it here on the web. I made a picture with this snippet tool, which I have here, and I saved it as a PNG. You can see, for example, I have here Visual Studio 2019 shortcuts here. And of course, you can now try to learn it here, but what's very nice with the IDE is this folder, resource folder. In resource folder, it's a folder where you can put in pictures, text files, and all the files which you find on the web, for example, and then you can put it here and then watch it all time. That's very nice, right? So I put, like I said, I found this one on the web. I made here a picture with my snippet tool. This is a tool which can create from anything what's on your screen a picture. That's very nice for videos, for example. Normally text files you don't need to make a picture because you can use copy paste, but for videos you can't use copy paste. And if you watch a video, they have a very nice code. Just make a picture of this code, whatever it is, and then you can use it. So in my case, I did this, for example, then I take here, I put it in my C++ folder, and then I can drag and drop it here to the resource folder. I already did this, and you can see I called this one here Visual Studio whatever shortcut. So it is here in my resource folder, and that's very handy because if I forget something, this is one another. That was the other one, that was this one which I showed you here, and then I can use it. But the problem here is probably this is a little bit too much. But like I said, this what you open up is a PNG file, and they opened here it in a PNG format as well. So which means we have here something like a paint where we can even use a marker. For example, I say, okay, I'm here on the right side, I can choose color, some options. And I say, okay, let's choose the red color, and I'm not in all interested. Let's say I'm only interested in Visual Studio, I don't know. Let's see, something interesting. I don't care. I just take here one random one. All right, let's say I'm interested in this one, the first one. Then I can mark this, then save this, and then when I close this and open this one up again, you can see it is saved here, and it points already what I need. That's very nice. But the next problem is here. You can see switching here with the code is annoying sometimes. Sometimes you don't want this. So what you can do is use the Docker here. For example, I click here on this taskbar here, or on this label here on top. and then click, still hold it, drag and drop, and then it comes here are Docker options. You can see this here. Then I can dock it here, and now I can even keep this code here on the side. And this one is very nice as well. For example, for shortcuts, or you don't like the shortcuts, then you can do, for example, text files. Let's open this time a text file, and you can see here is code, right? And let's say you want just type in this code again, put it here, and then you can just do this, scroll this perhaps a little bit, depends on how you like it, and then it's nice. But normally text files you don't need, because text files, like I said, you make normally a copy paste and then paste it there what you need. But if you have, like I said, a video, and then this video has, for example, you can't copy paste a video, that's the bad point, and then you can just make a picture, then see the videos, the code from the video here too, and then put it here, and then just type it here down. So that's also no problem. So the next point is, what's that? Don't know. Let's see this one. Let's click this away. The next thing what I want to show you is, so learning shortcuts, it's very, very important. And then learning your IDE in general is very good if you can do it. Not don't be lazy like me. I have not learned the IDE of Unreal and not Unreal. I say here C++ here, and but you should learn it. If you want to get better, you should definitely learn it. Let me show you here some more things. For example, okay, we learned here Control M, Control O for collapsing. That's very nice. But you can still see this is still not good, right? So here is still much information. So let's say in my next video, I want to work with insert, right? That was our task, right? I want here with insert, and all the other code here is a little bit annoying all time to watch, right? And there is again this very nice shortcut. What was it again? Okay, you can go here, click this one, not this one. Let's watch the other one. I think it's faster. This one, and then dock it here. And there was this very nice shortcut with which was it? For example, to hide selection. This one is also very nice. And then you say, okay, it is very boring to see all the code. I want only work on the place which I'm interested in. So let's say here I have insert. Let's say it starts from here, and you can see here I made already, but all the other parts, it's annoying me, right? And to work faster, just go from insert, for example, select all the other parts now and press Control M and hide, and it's gone. Now you can only focus on that what you really need. The same goes here. My insert section starts here, search mode, insert mode. Here I commented out, and all other section I don't care. Just hide all the other things. I mean, you are not working there, right? For example, you say, okay, I don't care all other things. Let's make here Control M, Control hide. And this is very powerful too. So you see the whole code I reduced now in the sections which I really need, and all other things I hide it away. So now I can concentrate on that what I need. Here I start with insert, and then I go here, perhaps only what I need for my insert. This is also very comfortable for working faster. Concentrate only on the areas, hide all other areas, and then yeah, you see there are so many things actually to talk about IDE which can improve your quality and your experience with coding, and you get better, faster, and so on. Of course, I'm lazy too. I'm not using many of these kinds too, but the reason for that is I'm here showing on screen it, so on YouTube as a tutorial, which means I can't use all the tools which I would normally use. And here is a tip if you want to go really professional in future. For example, like some Linux user, they use this called Vim. And the reason you probably ask why the hell they use Vim or something like that. And the reason for that is there is the Vim editor is specially made for people who don't want to use more or less the mouse. So you can just use an editor almost without using a mouse, and that's very powerful. So with other words, you are just, if you know 10 finger writing and then not using the mouse, you can then edit the code so fast, very efficient. But the problem is the Swim editor is not beginner friendly. It is more for really professionals, because you have to memorize almost all commands that you get fast. So you will not get fast within some days, I would say, but in some months still, because you need practice a lot. But if you get this practice for kind of like this, you are very fast, because like I said, this Vim is more for for users who don't want to use a mouse. We concentrate on normal IDEs. Normal IDEs are these IDEs like this Visual Studio, the Visual Code, or other things where you use normally a mouse, and there is still much improvement too. Here are so many tools you can use which you will help your life a lot. So do this. Don't be lazy like me. Like here again, here's this nice tool here which I showed you also, which is nice when you have, say, hey, I am interested in this line of code. So let's say here, just make here a marker, and then you say all time when you want to go there, just jump to this one. Of course, this kind of stuff here has also shortcuts. You can see when I hover my mouse over it. But the point is, you have to know this and then learn all the shortcuts, because the shortcuts more or less is the power of IDEs. If you know them and can use them effectively, yeah, then you are very fast. And that's very important that you improve this as well. So, and with that said, it's your job if you like to improve that or not. I would say try it too, because you can see my code looks a little bit easier now. I just focus on the place what I'm really interested in, and then I hide all the other place which I don't care, and then we will see how we go on and so on. All right, with that said, if you have any questions like all time, write in the comment section, and if not, then we see us in the next video. Bye, good luck, and like all time, never give up.